Hey, it's Lori. I'm gonna make some dinner tonight, and I figured I'd chit chat with you while I was doing it. I'm gonna make meatloaf, and I have this whopping 10-pound package of of ground beef. So I'm probably gonna get it all mixed. I think I'm just gonna make all of it into meatloaf, and honestly, I don't think I'll have to put any of it in the freezer because it goes pretty good for leftovers. But if necessary, I will put some in the freezer. If it's not gone in a couple days, I'll put it in the freezer. So here we go. I'm using my big pan. Oh, wait, this is crooked. These big pans that I got at Costco. I love these pans. Love them. I am going to cover it with foil, though. I'm going to line it with foil. And the easiest way that I know of to do that is to turn it upside down and put the foil on it so it's even, and I form it around the pan like this because it just goes in easier and I'll show you just a minute. But I like to get the corners nice and tight like this. Lift it up kind of carefully. Then it goes in real nice. It goes in real nice, and I don't tear it on the inside because sometimes that happens. And this kind of helps to make that not happen. So that's what I like to do. Okay. Get that all lined with foil. I'll set this pan aside. And I'm preheating my oven. Let me make sure there's not like a pan in there or something. Okay, we're good to go. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna do this. I'm gonna get my tray. Okay. I always think I'm pretty prepared, but I guess I'm not, so. Yeah, so I was gonna just mix it on this tray, but I don't know. I think I might get my giant bowl. I'm getting my giant bowl. Okay, changing my mind. I'm not prepared at all. Okay, giant bowl. I'm gonna put my gloves on because you know the best way to mix meatloaf is with your hands, right? And I'm gonna put my gloves on to do that so I don't have to make a big mess on my hands. And I'm gonna get this mixed up. I'm just gonna put, I don't know, I might have to do it 5 pounds at a time, but I'm gonna do ketchup. This is not gonna be a low carb one. This is just gonna be a traditional one that, this is how we always make it. So I'm gonna use some Worcestershire sauce, some ketchup. I'm going to use cracker crumbs, and for 10 pounds I'm going to use about 1.5 tubes of crackers, and I'm going to crush those. And I have my Ziploc here. I'm going to crush them in the Ziploc, and then it's going to have some eggs in it. I don't know, for a 10-pound meatloaf you typically do like 1 egg for a pound, so I'm not sure if it'll need 10 eggs. Probably won't put 10 eggs in it, but anyway, okay. Let me get this stuff prepped up and I'll get back with you. So the reason I said let me get this stuff prepped up and I'll get back with you is because I'm going to crush them with my hammer. So it's going to be a little loud. Okay, I've got 1.5 tubes. Oven's preheated. I've got 1.5 tubes of crackers in there. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut it right down the middle. Go ahead and get this going. Get this opened up and get it in there. All right. Let's see, do I want to do half of it at a time? I'm just going to try doing the whole thing at a time and see how it works out. I know, I was putting that knife right towards my hand, wasn't I? There we go. Break it up a little bit. See how this is ground so much finer than the other kind that you get in the package? I don't know what the dog's barking about, but he's carrying on about something today. Okay. So this is 1.5 tubes of crackers. And how many eggs do I want? I should have got my eggs out first, but I'll be careful. It's funny, I have exactly 10 eggs in my thing here. I have more in the other fridge, but that's what I have right here. We'll go with a couple more. I'll go with 8. We'll do 8 eggs. I think that should be good. I don't know, I just feel like 10 eggs is a lot, but I guess 10-pound meatloaf's a lot too, isn't it? Okay. And I should have put that stuff in before. Oh well, that's fine. I can just wipe it off when I'm done. That's what I usually end up doing anyway. Okay, so I don't measure, but I just put most of what was left in that bottle in here, so yeah. That'll work. And I always feel like I'm so short. I'm 5'2", and I always feel like I'm so short. I need like a stool so I can get down in there better. But because my arms are always like, my shoulders are always scrunched up. Punched up. Okay, let me get this mixed up and I'll get back with you again. Okay, so I just washed this hand with the glove on. So, oh no, don't spill the pepper. I didn't put any pepper in it. I think I'm gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper. Good. Josh, I'm getting that meatloaf going.
It looks that way.
Yep, I'm going to do some homemade mac and cheese too. So, it'll take this a couple hours to cook. It'll take it a good couple hours, so I got to at least get this started because I didn't have, I'm talking to you or the video, whichever, so I don't want you to feel like you have to stand there and listen to me jabber if you don't want to, Josh. I'm talking to you and I'm talking to my friends at the same time. But I'm talking to whoever wants to listen. Usually around here, that's nobody. Nobody ever wants to listen. Oh well. I feel like this needs more cracker crumbs. Gosh, maybe it does. I might have to put a little bit more cracker crumbs in here. I feel like it needs more ketchup and more cracker crumbs. All right, that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna go in with some more ketchup and more cracker crumbs. So I'm gonna have to get a different pair of gloves. Okay, I went in with another full tube of crackers, the last 2 eggs, which might actually be the last 2 eggs. I'm gonna have Josh go see if there's any eggs in the spare fridge. He said he doesn't think there is. He's the one that usually goes back and forth to the spare fridge for me, because that's actually in his room. So, Chase needs some silverware. Chase and Hayden are snacking on some chicken nuggets. Yeah, so I put more ketchup in too. All right, we'll see how this is. There is more eggs in there? Oh, yeah. Okay, good. I thought I got some. Oh, I don't need them right now. You can just set them aside for now. Or you can put them in the thing in the fridge, the container. whatever you call it, the egg holder. Thank you. Hey, how many gallons of milk do we have in there?
3.
Oh, there's 3 still? Oh, okay. Probably because we ran out of chocolate syrup. Brendan hasn't been drinking his chocolate milk. I feel like I just bought chocolate syrup, but hey, whatever. I don't use it, so if they don't tell me when they open the backup one, then I don't know when we run out, so, okay.
I use it every now and then.
Yeah, he's not the only one. He's not the only one that uses it, I know, but I'm just saying, since I don't use it myself, I don't know if we run out. This feels like a meatloaf, so, okay, this is ready to go into the pan. Chase, will you give me that brown tray right there on top of my plate? All right, Chase is gonna hand me my tray because I do want my tray. This is the part I want my tray for. Yeah, just put it right here for me if you would. Thank you. No, not that way, Chase. That's Chase for you. All right, here we go. We're gonna try to do half of it. Let's see. It looks like about half. Brendan, I'm making your favorite meatloaf. That's not Brendan's favorite. Honestly, it's not Chase's favorite either, but
One of my favorites.
yeah, it's definitely everybody else is pretty good fan of it, I think, so. Brendan, are you needing in this cabinet or something?
No.
Okay. Just making sure I'm not in your way. Oh, I got well, I got 3 of my guys out here with me. Where's Hayden? Is he still in the living room? John's still at work, so he's not home yet. So do this. And get that other one in there too. There we go. Did they all fit, Josh?
Yeah.
Okay. I wasn't sure. 2 dozen eggs. I know an 18-pack fits, and I always thought there was more room, so.
Yeah, there's just enough room for that.
Okay. Just enough room for 2 dozen eggs in that thing. That egg dispenser type thing that I use. I know my tray's moving all over the place, but it's okay. We're making it work. So I need to put ketchup on my grocery list. It looks like we're good on eggs. Okay. And try to get some kind of little bit of space in between them. Hopefully this doesn't make too much grease. I usually do smaller meatloafs, and I have it's the size of a bread pan, and it has a rack in the bottom so the grease runs down. But I wanted to make a big batch today, so okay, let me take just one glove off. Get the ketchup on top. Do you put ketchup on top of your meatloaf? I do. And I always put it on before I even put it in the oven. I think some people do it like after it's mostly baked and then put the ketchup on and put it back in. But this is how I do it, so. There we go. All right. I was gonna smear it around, but I think I'm just gonna leave it right like that. Okay. Now I'm gonna put this in the oven at 350 for a couple hours. It's done when you can smell it and the kids saying, no, not meatloaf again. So I'm also gonna make homemade mac and cheese, but I'm not gonna do it in the oven. I'm just gonna do the stovetop mac and cheese. Actually, that's what everybody likes better anyway here. I guess it's mostly Josh, or no, not Josh. Josh likes the dark part on it. When you bake it, it gets that crispy kind of edges and stuff. He likes that, but Chase, Brendan, and Hayden don't really care for that part, so they like the stovetop kind better because it doesn't have that browned stuff on it, all the yummy stuff. But I don't care. It's good either way, and honestly, if I make it on the stovetop, I never get a single complaint. So, well, if I'm being honest, they don't really complain about it if I make it in the oven either. But if I ask them, and I can see that they don't like that part. So, anyway, okay. Let me get this stuff put away. Get the big bowl and my tray and stuff cleaned up. I've been putting Christmas away all day today, so that's what I've been working on. And well, not all day, but all afternoon. And then all morning, I was taking stuff from my hard drive on the computer. So taking stuff from my computer and putting it on the external hard drive. So that always takes me forever because I always wait until it tells me you're almost out of disk space, and it won't let me do anything until I do that. I actually did it before it gave me that warning this time. So, but I know it's coming sometime soon. So yeah, I did it before this time. I felt like saying, haha. Okay, let me get this stuff done. I got some things I'm gonna do. Let this cook for about an hour and I'll be back. Oh yeah, and the other day I showed you what I got for Christmas, and I knew there was something I was forgetting. This was sitting out on the stand in the living room, so I forgot to show you this. It's just a candle, but Josh got me this candle, and it is cranberry mandarin, so it smells nice. I'm gonna continue to burn my pine one, and when that's gone, I'll start with this one. Okay. Yeah. Still have a couple, no, just one snowman napkin left. Okay. I already did it, but go ahead.
Hey guys, it's Lori.
Guess who's home? That was my husband. That was John. He's home. So I'm probably not going to record myself making this homemade mac and cheese, but I have Velveeta. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use some sharp cheddar, elbow macaroni. I'm going to use butter because I'm going to make a white sauce, and it's just a regular white sauce. I put the Velveeta in, get it all melted through, and mix it all in with the cooked macaroni. So, along with some shredded cheese too. I'll be back though to show you everything. Okay, I'll show you what I got going on here. Here's my white sauce with the Velveeta and some shredded cheddar in it already, and salt and pepper. And it's just a basic white sauce. And you can Google that easy. That's what I did just to make sure I have my measurements right. And I ended up switching them anyway, so. But anyway, yeah, this is a big batch of cornstarch white sauce. This is the macaroni, and it's almost ready to drain. And over here we have the rest of the cheese, and this is the meatloaf that just came out. It's got a lot of grease in it. It's like, holy cow. I'm gonna let it sit for a couple minutes and then see if I can't get it out of there. Here's the mac and cheese. Hot and yummy, ready to eat. I don't know if I should show you the meatloaf or not. It looks like it's burnt, but it's good that way.
Do that out here.
So it's not really burnt. It's a little bit dark on a couple spots, but that's it. See? It looks good.
The BTUs, which is the heat.
10 pounds of meatloaf.
That one's only like a 30 or 35.
Okay, so supper's all done and put away and everything. Got it all put away and cleaned up, and we just sat and had coffee. Hayden's out here. Chase sat and had coffee with us. I don't remember if Josh moseyed in and talked to us or not, but Brendan did for a little bit. So that's what we do instead of the family meal. So I think I talked about that in yesterday's video or the day before. Maybe it's yesterday. I don't remember. One or the other. But I'm sitting here with my fork because this is my plate. I'm having some of the leftover carrots from New Year's Day, and they are really good too. They're al dente. They're perfect. I'll probably put a little ketchup on this meatloaf. I'll probably put it on the side because I don't like getting too much ketchup. I just like a little bit of ketchup. So yeah, it looks good. I'm gonna try it. I think it's extra hot though because I put this in the microwave because my carrots were still kind of cold. Oh yeah, it's really hot. Hayden, did you come down and get some food?
No.
You still full from your chicken nugget snack?
Yeah.
So good. So good. So, okay. I oftentimes say I'm making this or that or the other thing because it was requested by one of the guys. Well, this meatloaf is because I wanted it. Yeah. And yes, that little pause right there was for a thumbnail. So we'll see. We'll see how that works out. But yeah, I made the meatloaf because I've been wanting meatloaf. So maybe that's why I made a 10-pound meatloaf. I don't know. But no, some of it is wrapped up in the spare fridge right now. One of the whole meatloafs is wrapped up in the spare fridge. I don't know if we'll get into it or not in the next couple days. If we don't, I'm just gonna wrap it and put it in the freezer. So yeah, and that'll be great because it's a nice big meatloaf. It'll be a whole meal and just make a couple side dishes and good to go. Okay. And I got a big old pan of grease sitting over here. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let that sit. I'm probably gonna let it sit overnight and solidify so I can throw it away. Yeah. But yeah, there's a lot of grease in there. Lots of grease. Look at that. Yeah. So, and my dishwasher's just finishing up. Perfect timing because I have a few dirty dishes right here, but if I'm being honest, I'm not putting those dishes away right now anyway. So, yeah, I'm gonna go sit, eat, watch some YouTube, and just chill because I've already cleaned everything up except for the dishes that need to go in the dishwasher. So, and that can wait. That can wait. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.